everybody, welcome to Just Do Karaoke and Stuff, and today we're going to talk about the Huntsville Comic and Pop Culture Expo that I went to this Saturday. It was in the BJCC, the Birmingham Center. There was also a hockey game that night, and it was really crowded when we were leaving. It wasn't too bad. They had some fantastic guests. They had Chris Sabat, Sean Shamel, Eric Vale, a ton of wrestlers. There was 2 wrestling divas. There was Mark Wolfman. I can't say his last name, but he wrote Crisis on Infinite Earth, which my husband was super excited to meet, and his signature was only like $5, so he was stoked. First off, before I get into like the things I liked about the con, I will say that we did wait over 3 hours in line to get Chris Sabat and Sean Shamel's signatures. Worth it? Yes, but definitely tiring, especially since they had them all like lined up against the wall, and they just kind of had to like sit there all day and then randomly leave their table to go like take a lunch break or a photo shoot or a panel, which like right when my group got up to the table for Sabat, he had to go do a photo shoot. And he was gone for a good bit, and he felt so bad. He's like, I'm so sorry, I have to go do this photo shoot. And we're like, oh no, it's no problem, man. And then we're just like, we're so tired. At that point, we had been standing there for about 3 hours. And about, I think I'm going to say it took about like 20-30 minutes. I'm not really sure, I wasn't paying attention. But we ended up buying some of the exclusive Majin Vegeta pops with a signature. That was really cheap in my opinion, the price point for the pop plus the signature. And then we got a signature for me. My husband got a signature from Sean Shamel. He meant to get one from Eric Vale, but he was just so tired of standing in line, so he just didn't. And then he went later on and got a signature for Crisis on Infinite Earth. Now, the other thing we did do, which also required about 3 hours of their time, so we're talking 6, almost 7 hours of the con day, we went into a charity auction. And the charity auction, the benefits went to Kids to Love, which does like helps foster children in Alabama, I think Tennessee and Georgia, mainly Alabama, but all the proceeds went to them. And they made $1,800, so I was pretty excited to be a part of that. And we got some okay stuff. There was some good stuff in the auction, but it was mainly like small things, like from the artist alleys, you know. But I'll show you what I got from the con in just a second. Some of it from the auction, some of it from the artist alley. What I did like about the con is I liked how it was set up. I actually did. It was all in one big room, and then you had like the panel ballrooms. That way you can go into a bigger space, like where the cosplay contest would be held, the charity auction would be held, the few panels. There was photography corner in the main area. The autographs were the guests were like all lined up against the wall. And then into the first row of the artist alley dealer's room area, which was all in the same room. And then they had a kids section, which was in the far corner of the room, which I thought was really cool. They did like music, and they had I think the 501st there, the BB-8s and the stormtroopers dancing. It was just really cute and really fun. Everybody at the artist alley and the dealer's room was really nice. I thought the prices were good. I didn't really have a problem. Most of my stuff came from the auction. So I'm going to show you some of the stuff we got. I don't have everything, because some of it my husband got, and some of it's presents for other people, so I'm not going to show those. But one of the things I got from the auction was a pair of wings from yayahan. They're just that certain type of foam. They're like a bronze color. I'm gonna use them for like Alita cosplay. These are pretty nice. I actually like them. They're about $30 normally, and I think we got them for like $4. I don't know. This was from the auction. Another thing we got from the auction was this print. It's a little pug, and it says, "If it doesn't kill you, eat it." And we love this artist, so we made sure to get this print. Another thing we got from the, let me untangle it. It keeps getting tangled. I need to put it in my jewelry box. Was, this is from the auction too, was a necklace. This is something I seen like immediately when I came in, because when you come in, you look at all the stuff on the tables, and then you register for your number. So when you're doing the auction, you can just hold up your number and bid. And this is one of the items that was on the table. And I was like, I have to have this necklace. And this is also why we were in the auction for like 3 hours. Because for some reason, they knew I wanted this necklace. And it ended up being almost the last item auctioned. Now, the person that did this necklace, she was in the artist alley. And I went and I actually purchased something from her too, which I'll also show. And I told her how well the auction did, how much I love the necklace. You know, super sweet girl. Other things we got from the auction, we got this really cool little thing. I'm not gonna say what it is. It's a present, so I don't want her to watch this and be like, "Oh my God, you got me that!" But it's hilarious. It involves unicorns, but we got an Iron Man spatula. And I also got, where's it at? I don't see it up here. I didn't bring it up here apparently. A Yzma pop. Because I love Emperor's New Groove, and Yzma is hilarious. It's not the glow-in-the-dark pop, but it's the regular Yzma. And it came with a pop protector, so we used that pop protector on Dylan's Majin Vegeta pop that he got signed. And I was like, here, take this protector. My Yzma will be fine. So, okay, what did I buy in the dealer's room artist alley? I actually only bought from the artist alley this year. I almost bought a figure from the dealer's room, but I didn't. We just didn't really have that much time after doing the line and the charity auction, and we wanted to come home with some money, you know. The dealer's room area wasn't too big, but the artist alley was much bigger. First thing, this is like one of my favorites. This is a bow. It's kind of hard to see. My light is awesome, but it is very bright. So hang on just a second. Let me turn it down. See if that's any better. Oh yeah, that's a little better. Okay. This is made out of kimono fabric. And I just used this for a photo shoot of Sailor Neptune on my Patreon. I have a Patreon. I will link that down below for you. Anyways, this bow is super cute. She had a lot of bows like this made out of yukata fabric. She buys bolts, like damaged bolts of kimono fabric, and makes the bows. And I think this was $10, and it's a pretty good size. I would like to definitely buy more for her. I wish I would have grabbed her card to give her a shout out, because she was so sweet, and she did that necklace also. Hopefully I'll see her again, because I want more bows. The next thing I got, now this I'm going to paint and modify a little bit, but this came from yayahan's booth also. And they have a bin that's like made of like damaged cat ears and horns and stuff. So I got a pair of horns, and I'm gonna do this for, I'm gonna use this for like just whatever, but I mainly got it for a Lum Lum cosplay. So all I have to do is paint them yellow, and then I can get like another set for whatever, paint them black. But yeah, these were only $5. I thought that was pretty cool. Trying to make my hair look good in these. It's got a little black elastic band that just goes around your head. There's that. The last thing I got is probably my favorite and the funniest thing. This is in the Artist Alley, and it has a little sign that just says, "Ask about Sexy Vegeta." And of course, I was like, yes. And I should have got this signed, but I didn't think about it after the fact. It is censored. There's nothing, so I don't have to. But this is the Sexy Vegeta. I didn't get this guy's name either, but his signature's here. So if you were at the Huntsville Expo and you got the Sprint 2, let me know, and I'll credit him. Same thing with the Kimono Bow lady. I will credit them too if you know her name. I also got some cards, business cards, because I'm going to get some bows made from another lady for the kids, and some hats eventually. But yeah, that's really about it. I had fun despite standing in line all day. I dressed up in Lolita, so I was a little uncomfortable. There was a concert that night, but I didn't go to it because we had young passengers with us and they needed to go home. But it was, the concert was Night Sabers, and then I can't remember the name right now, but they're really awesome. They dress up as Transformers, and I really wanted to see them, but I didn't get the chance to because, like I said, young passengers. But overall, I am really excited. I want to go to the Huntsville Comic and Pop Culture Expo 2020. I can't wait to see what guests you bring. It was awesome seeing everybody interact with all the other guests, like the wrestling guests. There were people having a blast over there. I think one was Hacksaw, and this guy brought this big board, and he had signatures all over it, and the guy was just like beating the board on the table, and they would yell, and it was pretty great. But yeah, overall I liked it. I do wish they'd kind of work on their line control and staff. Like, I think they need more staff around the lines because they had a VIP line and a regular line for each guest, and there was no staff like manning it, so it got very confusing. And they were alternating. They do one VIP, one regular, one VIP, one regular. So I think that needs to be regulated a little better. That's just me. And the price point was good. It was $30 to get in for the day, and we got there like, I think, a little bit before 10 o'clock when it opened, and there was a long line outside, and we're like, oh my god, we're gonna freeze, but we actually got in and out really quickly. But I hear my cat. She's very, very pregnant, and she's making me nervous. But yes, tell me how you felt about the expo. If you've seen me, I had a big pink wig on and a strawberry dress. Next time, we're gonna try to go to the Cherry Blossom Festival on the 16th at the Birmingham Botanical Gardens. So come see us. I was gonna wear a kimono, but I'm not gonna do it this year because my kids, I bought them kimonos and they're just not here yet. So I'm gonna wait till they're bigger, and then we'll all just do kimonos, and it'll be super cute. But yeah, have a great day, guys.